Humber College hosted its third annual Indigenous Knowledge Gathering in an effort to address some of the unique challenges Aboriginal students at the institution face. The event was a great opportunity for students, faculty, and Humber's administration to discuss pathways towards improving education for Indigenous people.
You know, the issue of indigenizing the institution or looking at how we engage around Indigenous education is one where it can't be something that's sort of an item on a long list of agenda items. It needs to be something that's part of people's consciousness.
College officials say they are committed to working on new education policies that take aspects of Indigenous culture into account. Humber and other post-secondary institutions across Canada need to ensure Indigenous students are given the necessary means to succeed and an opportunity to voice their concerns. Most post-secondary institutions don't have the necessary resources to deal with First Nations students coming from impoverished communities. Humber's Aboriginal Resource Centre wants to change this by providing more services to First Nations students so they can overcome these obstacles.
A lot of the work is with faculty and students, so that way they can have a cultural sensitivity to approach, First Nations students and help them feel more welcoming and more ingrained into the environment of school itself.
There also needs to be more education resources available for First Nations students on issues like mental health and addiction. Aboriginal communities do suffer from a wide range of social issues, and Humber needs to ensure its First Nations students have access to the health information they need.
More Indigenous students are likely to be first generation at a college or university as well, and so that presents its own set of challenges as well, just sort of navigating the institution. How do things work? Where do I go for different supports?
Humber College says it will continue to work with the Aboriginal community on creating new education policies and a more Indigenous-friendly, cultural-based curriculum. There are hopes a continuing dialogue can be created between Humber and the Aboriginal community to ensure the institution takes Indigenous perspectives into account. In the future, members of the Aboriginal community would like to see all post-secondary institutions adapt a similar policy. For Humber News, I'm Zachary McGregor.